we try to do this thing. People who are into politics, I mean, you, me, we do this thing where we think the people who decide elections are you and me. That's human nature. We're all self-important, aren't we? I mean, me a little bit more than you, but we all think we're pretty special. I've got this thing wrapped up. Here's the truth of the matter. You and me, we know who we're going to vote for. That crazy liberal loon in San Francisco, he already knows who he's going to vote for. All the 95% of the Democrats in D.C., they know who they're going to vote for. The right-wing conservatives in Texas know who they're going to vote for. There is very little undecided about the election that's coming in November. You know what actually matters? Rust Belt swing voters. Well, not only Rust Belt, but swing voters. Voters in swing states. Those purple states, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, North Carolina, Florida, the states that could go either way, those are the only states that matter in an election. Because look, we all know Texas is going to go Trump. We all know Cali's going to go Biden. We know this. We know. Those states. Now, all right, we know which states matter. I'm just giving it to you straight here. It's the voters in those states that, what's a nice way to put this, aren't well informed, aren't that politically involved. I'm not insulting anybody's intelligence, but understand, 50,000, that's the number of votes that decided Donald Trump is going to be our next president of the United States of America. 50,000 votes spread over those swing states. That's the reason we don't have President Hillary Clinton. That's it. And here's the thing that's really going to blow your mind when you think about it. Those 50,000 people, they voted for Barack Obama in the previous two elections. Wild, right? Crazy to think about that there are people out there like that. I like that Obama. He sounds nice. You know, universal health care, definitely smart. Oh, Donald Trump, he seems like he's got it figured out. I like the fact we're going to cut regulations. I understand that's wild that that's the same person, but that's the same person. And that person decides elections. That person is the one who decides elections. And that person doesn't vote on what you vote on. That person doesn't vote on what I vote on. That person doesn't get home every single night and turn on I'm Right and figure out what the news of the day is. That person doesn't, get on the internet the first thing in the morning and check out the headlines. Oh my gosh, did you see this about the taxes? Honey, did you see the spending? That person doesn't do the things you and I do. That person does the big things. Maybe they're too busy. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they're just there to drive us crazy. But the point is, that person votes on whether or not they have a job. That person votes on things like the economy. Things seem like they're going all right. I'll just vote for Trump again. Ooh, things seem bad. I'll vote for the other guy this time. That person is going to decide the day before or day of who they're going to vote for. I know that sounds absolutely insane to you, and it is insane. It's insane to me, but it's also the truth. And what's the economy going to look like in November? You can do that thing I know you're doing right now. It's the Democrats' fault. The Democrats won't reopen the state. That witch in Michigan just extended her lockdown. All that stuff's true. I'm not arguing with you. Do you know that voter I just described to you who decides the next election? Here, I'm about to really blow your mind. Ready for this? They have no idea who the governor of Michigan is. None. Unless they live in the state, they couldn't name for you the governor of Michigan. You can get mad at her all you want. You can get mad at the governor of California, mad at the governor of New York, and all those things are true. I'm not saying you're wrong. The voter who's going to decide the next election votes on the 30,000-foot things, the things you don't know about, the things that you've passed that a long time ago. Well, yeah, I know about this, but now I'm breaking down this and breaking down that and breaking down that. That person doesn't vote that way. And the truth is this. This is an economic disaster. An economic disaster. And that person in November is going to be walking into the voting booth during an economic disaster. They are. And don't do this thing where, no, we're going to turn right around. Buddy, We already have the numbers out. We've lost over 100,000 small businesses permanently. This isn't turning right around. And because of so many of the idiotic things our government has done, including that stupid CARES Act that everybody cheered about, all we did was kick the can down the road a little bit on so many things. We pushed a lot of this pain down the road. If everybody opened up right now, there's still more pain coming than we've experienced yet. All we did was push it down. You know that beer you've had before? When you were young and stupid, you wake up, you had too many the night before. Oh man, you know what? Get me a beer, Charlie. That'll clear this hangover up. And then you wake up the next day and you actually feel like you're dying from Ebola virus. That's all we've done. Little hair of the dog, we'll be fine. Pass some stimulus money. No big deal. Oh, we got pain coming. Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.